I am making videos for the basic steps to getting the Brother LX3014 set up and ready to sew. Step 1 was plugging it in. Step 2 was checking the bobbin case, installing it, uninstalling it. Step 3 was upper threading. And this is step 4, where actually we're going to do some straight stitch sewing. So we are picking up where we left off in step 3. The machine is threaded. The bobbin thread is coming up through the needle plate. The machine is plugged in, but not yet on. Now, on the front of the machine, the settings on the dial that are number 6 through number 10 are straight stitch settings. So you can choose any of those, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. And I have it on a setting of 8 because it's about in the middle of the different stitch lengths, and it'll give you a good place to start. It'll make a tight seam without the stitch being very short or very long. So it's a good place to start. And this will be straight stitch sewing only, and I'll just show you what you have to do to sew with the machine. It's very easy. Over on the right, above the power cord, you will see a button, and on the bottom it has an O, and on the top it has an I, and you push the top and the machine comes on. And when the light comes on, you know your machine is on and plugged in and ready to sew. I'm going to set the camera up in the back of the machine with a view of the needle area so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there is the needle area from the back, and I'm going to take a piece of fabric. I'm going to place it more or less even with the right edge of the presser foot that's on there, and I'm going to lower the presser foot. Now the piece of fabric I have is actually 2 pieces, because when you sew you'd be sewing a seam or making something. So I have 2 thin pieces of cotton. The machine is set on 8, as I said. The foot pedal is on the floor, the machine is plugged in and on, and all you have to do to start sewing is use the foot pedal to power the machine. And a good rule of thumb to start with is to keep the right edge of the presser foot even with the edge of your fabric. And we're just going to go around the 4 sides of this fabric. It's not quite even, it's a scrap piece, but we'll make a square. Now, before I go too far, on the front of the machine, in the middle toward the right, is a lever for reverse. And with most seams, you want to reinforce those first stitches. So I'm pushing that lever down, and then pushing, using my foot on the foot pedal, and I will be going backwards. The fabric will move in the opposite direction, and we'll be going in reverse to reinforce those first stitches. Now I let go of that lever, and I'll be going in forward again. And you can see I did go a little bit off of keeping my fabric lined up. When you get to a corner, you, by hand, turn the hand wheel toward you, lift up the presser foot, turn the fabric that way by hand, and then continue. And you're going to do the same thing at this corner. And if you stop like that with the needle up, you can just turn the hand wheel toward you a half a turn or 1 turn to get it down again before you turn. Now when you get to the end of where you need to go, you can again go in reverse and just reinforce your last stitches. What that does, when you're done and you trim these threads very closely to the stitches won't come out because they've been reinforced. And that's it. That is straight stitch sewing with the Brother LX3014.